Aloha, my name is Gordon, and this will be my first tabletop review of a knife. The knife is called the Pitbull Mini, made by the company called Cobbleblade in Ukraine. They specialize in fixed blades, custom-made fixed blades, that is. What's really phenomenal about this company is everything. Everything they make is custom-made. Everything's by hand. This box, I don't know, possibly by hand, but it looks cool. This is how it comes in. Open it up like a crate of an AK, pop out open, get a card, the details on the knife, so it's called the Pitbull Mini, steel M390, 61 Rockwell hardness, G10 metal, black and red. Very subtle black and red design to it, it's very nice. Date of birth, January 1st, 2016. It's a New Year's baby. Now, enough about the box, because I'm not going to go over too much about that. I'm more interested in a knife. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys are. But I gotta say, this packaging tops out a lot of other brands I've been, like Hinderer. Wish they'd give some nice stuff with it, but no, it doesn't. Anywho, I'm not here to bash other companies. I'm here to talk about this badass blade. I'm off this knife because it's an abusable blade. It's super sharp. This M390 steel is mirror polished out of the box. Every blade they make is mirrored polish out of the box. It's fucking sharp. I also have another knife from them. It's the Pitbull Nano. It's much smaller mother size. But anyway, let's go for the first knife. I won't confuse you first. So the Pitbull Mini has an amazing finish that's kind of like apocalyptic. It's like a stone washed acid. I honestly don't know. I've never seen this kind of acid etching. It's not rust. It's smooth actually. It's really nice. It cuts well too, and it doesn't stain or rust. How do I know? Because I've swam with this. I live in the ocean after. I live in Hawaii, on the ocean. But each part of this blade is sculpted by hand, tools, sand, whatever. I don't know what they did, but it looks like these sandpaper, of course, filing tools and whatnot. And of course machining, drill bits and whatnot, and Dremels. But each knife is different, designed differently, it's custom. The spine has been sculpted in a way that it's also functional as well as very aesthetically pleasing. Again, this company takes a lot of attention to detail. It's very, very clean design. At first I thought these ribs would be kind of protruding and they'll get in the way, but not really. It's actually really flat. They're very flush to each other. Or very matched, well leveled. So when you hold it, it's very comfortable. It fits naturally. It's so ergonomic. As if my hand was meant to wrap around this blade. At first I actually thought this knife was ugly as hell. I didn't want to buy it. Well, my buddy Eugene from Russia kept on persisting. Look, you can get this knife. It's worth it, it's well built, and it's very utilitarian. So let's go to the specs. The overall length is 7.25 inches, or 155 millimeters. The blade length itself, right here, is 3 1/8 inch, or 90 millimeters. The width of the blade is 4 millimeters, which is approximately the same as like ZT's folders. And the handle is about 15 to 16 millimeters wide, which is nice. It's not exactly well balanced, but it's hefty. I mean, it's a pretty well built blade. I mean, I've done quite a few things with this. What else? I mean, this knife is sharp as shit. I've cut myself with it too many times I can count actually, because of the sheer edge from sharpening it on the wicked edge, because how we have sharpened. And it's, I just don't know what to say. It's very nice. Let's talk about the tip. So the tip of the blade is actually a tip right here. Let's see if we get better luck. There you go. It's kind of like a not convex, but a concave blade ground, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the exact terminology, but I'd like to call it more simple to a chisel grind almost. Not flat exactly, but you could go away with scraping because it's so rounded. So if you're gonna use it for utilitarian purposes there, that way, for scraping things and whatnot. But from what I would use this knife for is from meal prep to backyard use, and what else? Just general everyday carry stuff. I haven't popped open bottles with it, nor have I pried with it. I don't think you should be prying with a fixed blade after all. I mean, use it, but I don't abuse it. Or light abuse. But again, I want to reiterate, each knife is mirror polished. Now, I had to repolish the blade because of my heavy usage in yard work. I used it to dig around some weeds, and a little tiny tree that grew in the backyard. I had to take out the roots. So I repolished on my wicked edge. I mean, when you first get this knife, it's really well polished. You can tell by looking at my Pitbull Nano. This is fucking beautiful. You can tell the difference. It's much shinier. You can see much more of a reflection. Get that close up. It's reflecting against the camera. But that's the Pitbull Nano. So you can imagine when you first get this knife, it's really well polished, and it's much sharper than I could get it on the wicked edge because I don't have the equipment that they did. Gotta buy some more stones and a few strops. But I'm not here to make my knife looks pretty. I'm not here to make my knives look pretty. I'm here to actually fucking use them. Pardon my French. Much apologies. So like I said, when I first saw this knife on the line, I thought it was ugly as hell. Then I decided, well, I had to look at it for a few more pictures and said, yeah, you know, I could probably work with it. And I finally picked it up. When I finally got it in the mail, I was like, holy shit, this is a legit blade. Here's a sheath. It's Kydex with, of course, a carbon fiber wrap. It's nice that it's horizontal for your belt loop. What's nice about this wide pivot or wide belt loop is that when you're sitting down or standing up, it adjusts to your position. So when I'm sitting down with this, I'm a size 33 waist. I don't know what that is in European or whatever, or 34 waist. It even when I'm sitting, crouching, or any position I am, like on the daily, it doesn't get in my way. And what's nice, sheath's really easy, retention's good, doesn't fall out, and pulling it out, it's pretty easy. Pulling it out. That's what she said. Now let's go on to the Pitbull. This is the Nano, much smaller. The Nano's about, I think, 5 inches overall length, 2.5 inch blade length. It's just a little thinner. Look, you can honestly look at the specs on the website, Cobbleblade. I'm just here to provide a general overview review, like my personal opinion, because I haven't seen any of these reviews on their knives in American, like English. I've seen only the makers, Eugene from Cobbleblade, do his overviews of his own products. So here's my 2 cents on their knives. I highly recommend them. If you really intend to use their knives, I would keep this. I'd order one. They're reasonably priced for M390. Like I paid $300 for the Pitbull Mini, and about $200 for the Nano. Let's see this from size comparison. I'll throw in a ruler here for some general dimension. Sorry, the lighting's kind of crap. But yeah, it's not extremely big. It's not like a huge knife. It's great for everyday carry. I mean, this is just enough to conceal carry. It's for daily use. Gets the task done for whether it be food prep, backyard use, maybe it's some light bushcraft. But yeah, Cobbleblade, I highly recommend them. I'd definitely buy another one. I want to. Just don't know what shoe model next. Yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them on to the comments below, or contact me anyway. Thanks for watching.